Welcome to the Unza Graduate lessons. Today we'll be looking at the 2025 External Integrated Science Paper 1. We will just focus on just the section A part. So we can begin. As we began, you can see this is section A, which is 20 marks. According to this section A, they are just multiple choice questions. So the first question, they have given even you an example. So our main focus, we are going to look at question 1. So question 1 was as follows. Which of the two human reproductive organs are responsible for the storage of the reproductive cells? So here on top they put male, and the other side here they put female. So that according to the questions, which organs are responsible for the storage of the reproductive cells? So A, epidermis, to the female side, ovary. B, sperm duct, to the female side, uterus. C, to the male side, testes, then to the female, ovary. D, urethra, to the female side, cervix. So according to the answer here, the answer is supposed to be A. That's the answer here, A. Because the epidermis to the male part is the one that stores sperms. The testis is the one that produces, but the one which stores and makes the sperm to mature, it is the epidermis. And the female is the ovary. The ovary is the one that produces the eggs, called the ova, and it's the one which stores them. So our second question here, question 2, was saying, which of the following is the normal number of days of gestation period in human beings from fertilization to birth? So A, it is 9, B, it is 40, C, it is 90, D, it is 280. So what you need to understand is that gestation period, it is a period from fertilization to birth. So the normal gestation period, it is 9 months, which is approximately 36 to 40 weeks. So according to the answer here, the closest answer here is supposed to be D, which is D, 280. So our third question, this is our third question, which was saying, which of the following is a symptom of kwashiorkor? A, bleeding from the mucous membrane. B, loose skin folds hanging over buttocks. C, skeletal deformity in legs. D, swollen ankles, feet, and hands. So here, according to the answer here, is supposed to be A. Kwashiorkor is the deficient disease, lack of protein. The B one is supposed to be marasmus. When person lacks carbohydrate in the body, they will have a deficient disease called the marasmus. Then C and D is a deficient disease lacking of vitamins. So question 4 now is as follows. Which of the following is not the best way of preventing pollution of the environment with plastic carrier bags? So the A was saying buying the plastic bags in the ground. A was supposed to say burying the plastic bag in the ground. B, reducing the use of plastic carrier bags. C, recycling plastic carrier bags into building materials. D, reusing the plastic bags. So the right answer here is supposed to be A. So when you look at B, C, D, they are almost the same. The best way of preventing pollution. We call it the 3Rs. Reuse, reduce, recycle. It is the best way of preventing pollution. Now let us look at question 5. Question 5, it was as follows. Which of the following labeled parts is useful in the process of photosynthesis? So this is a plant cell. When you look at it very clearly, you will see that there is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So when you look at the 0.1, this is the cell which it is the one that gives the plant cell the shape. And 2, it is the chloroplast. These many things which are the same, looking the same, these many things, like Tuma beans shape here, they are chloroplast, they are main here. But there is this one, which dark one, which is the only one here. This one is called the nucleus. The nucleus, it is the one which controls all activities of the cell. And this one is the vacuum. 4, it is a vacuum. And the chloroplast is 2. And all these here are chloroplast. A chloroplast, it contains a chlorophyll. A chlorophyll, it is the one which absorbs light, sunlight for photosynthesis. So now here the right answer is supposed to be 2B. You write B here. That was the correct answer. And then question 6, it was as follows. Which of the following is an example of organic source of plant nutrients? A, ammonia. B, D compound. C, manure. D, urea. So now what you need to understand here, the right answer is supposed to be C. C, it is the one which is an organic source of plant nutrients. The rest are non-organic. The only organic here is manure. So we will go to question 7. Question 7, it was as follows. The following diagrams represent models of molecules. Which model is that of nitrogen? What you need to understand here, guys, is that a model is a substance which is made up of 2 or more atoms. So A, there is this one, a molecule with 2 oxygen, this one, and a carbon. Then B, there is this one which has got 2 hydrogen and the oxygen. Then this one, C, there is this one which has got 4 hydrogen and a carbon. And D, there is this one which has got 1 nitrogen, or it has got 2 nitrogen. A, it's supposed to be carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it is the one which is as a symbol of CO2. Then B, supposed to be water. Water, it has got a symbol of H2O. Then C is supposed to be methane. Methane, it is the one which has got CH4. Then D, it's the one supposed to be called now nitrogen. Nitrogen, it has got 2 N. So the answer is supposed to be D, nitrogen. So, according to question, let us look at the next question now. Question 8, it was as follows. A learner wants to know the colors that are present in black ink. Which of these separation techniques can the learner use? There's chromatography, decantation, flotation, magnetism. So the best answer is supposed to be A. Chromatography is the one that you use to separate the ink colors. B is for soluble and insoluble substance. So the answer here is supposed to be A. So we are on question number 9. Question number 9 reads as follows. The diagram shows a stone of mass 60 grams placed in a measuring cylinder containing water. So this measuring cylinder, it has a stone of mass which is 60 grams, and it has got two readings. There is what we call the first reading, which is 50 centimeter cubic, and the second reading, it is 70 centimeter cubic. So the first reading, it was the reading before the stone was placed in the measuring cylinder, and the second reading, it is the reading after the stone was placed. And the question was as follows. What is the density of the stone? So density is equals to mass over volume. The mass of the stone you have already been given. For you to find the volume of the stone, you have to say second reading minus first reading. You have to say V1 or V2 minus V1 for you to find the volume of the stone. So that means you have to subtract, you say 70 minus 50 is going to give you 20 centimeter cubic. That's the volume now. The volume is equal to 20 centimeter cubic. Now you can put on the formula. The formula, you say the density that you have been given, it was, or the mass that you have been given, it is 60 grams. So you say over 20 centimeter cubic. Then you say 20 into 60, it will enter 3 times. So the answer here, it will be B. Question number 9, the answer will be B. So according to question 10, the following is a diagram of an experiment to determine the percentage of hair. So this was the experiment. There was water here down, and there was a candle and the air. So now the question was as follows. Which of the following represent the percentage of air remaining in the bell jar when the candle goes off? So when you are wanting to understand is that the air here is made up of 100% of air at the beginning of the experiment. 20% of the air, it is oxygen, and the 80% it is the other gases, mostly nitrogen. But the air which is going to allow the candle to be burning, it is the oxygen air. So the moment the oxygen will deplete from this experiment, the candle will go off. So the moment it will go off, that means there will only remain the 80% of other gases. So the answer here is supposed to be A. So according to question 11, the chamber of the heart that receives oxygenated blood from the lungs is the dash. So A, left atrium, B left ventricle, C right atrium, D right ventricle. So the answer here is supposed to be A, left atrium. So the left atrium, it is the one that received oxygenated blood from the lungs through the pulmonary vein. And the left ventricle, it is the one that takes blood to all parts of the body. That's the left ventricle. So the answer is A. So now our next question, it is question 12. So according to question 12, it as follows: the diaphragm is completely dome shaped during dash. A, exhalation, B, inhalation, C, inspiration, D, respiration. So when you look at B and C, this is just the same thing. Inhalation, it is the breathing in of air. Then exhalation, it is the breathing out of air. So that means B and C can never be the answer. So the only correct answer is A. With the moment you breathe out, the diaphragm relaxed. So the only answer, suitable answer is A. Because B and C is the same thing. And the D can never be the answer. So according to second question, to question 13, which of the following sexually transmitted infections, STIs, can lead to infertility in both males and females? A, genital warts, B, gonorrhea, C, HIV and AIDS, D, syphilis. So the answer here is gonorrhea. Gonorrhea, it is a sexually transmitted disease caused by a bacteria. So the correct answer is B, gonorrhea. So question 14, the following diagram shows the carbon cycle. There is carbon dioxide in air, plants, animals, decomposers, fossil fuel, factories, vehicles, mines. So identify the process marked J and K. So the correct answer here, so we have to look at first the multiple choice. A, respiration on J. K, photosynthesis. B, this side on J, photosynthesis. K, combustion. C, decomposition on J. On K, respiration. J, here D is combustion and K, it is decomposition. So what you need to understand, the right answer here is supposed to be photosynthesis J. Here, carbon dioxide in the air to plants is supposed to be photosynthesis. This is because carbon dioxide is the one that is used for the process of photosynthesis, and the K, factories, vehicles, mines. So this is combustion. Combustion means burning. Burning all these things. The moment they burn fossil fuel in factories, they are going to release out carbon dioxide. It can never be decomposition. Decomposition, that means the moment animals they die now, they are decomposed. That's decomposition to fossil fuel. So the only answer here is supposed to be B, photosynthesis and the combustion. Question 15, which of the following list correct to show the reaction for domesticating the named animals? Here, there's cattle, donkey, sheep. So, A, here, leather, transport, who? B, plowing, who? Transport. C, who? Leather, transport. D, who? Plowing, leather. The correct answer here is A. So cattle for leather, and donkey here for transport. Donkey is used for transport, and sheep is used for what? Wool, and also meat. According to question 16, the diagram shows an experiment set to investigate factors that affect transpiration. There was an electric fan here and the potometer. According to the question now, which factor is being investigated in the experiment? So there are these multiple choice, these answers on the multiple choice are all factors that affect the transpiration. There's humidity, light, temperature, and wind. So now it was the right answer is supposed to be wind. No wonder they put what? The electric fan here. You cannot say temperature or light or humidity. No. The right answer is supposed to be D. So according to question 17, what color will a red object appear when it is viewed through a blue filter in a dark room? So the color that will appear here according to the multiple choice, A is black, B blue, C red, D white. So the right answer here is supposed to be black. So if you say a red object viewed through a white object, the answer is supposed to be red. Also, even if when you say a blue object appear, when it appear viewed through a white filter, it will appear red. So the answer is supposed to be A. Question 18, the following diagram is of a graph plotted from an experiment on the relationship between current and voltage. From the graph, calculate the value of the resistor used in the experiment. The value of the resistor is, so for you to find the resistor, you have to say resistance is equals to voltage over current. So for you to find the value of the resistor, you can be just getting their current here. The current, there's the current this side, the current this side, and the voltage is this side. So you can just be picking. If you pick voltage 3, that means you're going to get current also 1. If you pick voltage 6, you have to get also current 2. So you have to pick any of the 2 here. Just you can, for example, I'll choose voltage 9. When you say voltage 9, you go on the graph. When voltage is 9, current is going to be 3. You say 3. You say 9 over 3. You say 3 into 9. Is going to give you 3. So the right answer is supposed to be C, 3 ohms. Question 19, it was as follows. Which of the following energy resources is not renewable? Renewable, it is the energy sources which can be used up or which are easy to be replaced. So according to the multiple choice, A, biomass, B, fossil fuel, C, hydropower, D, solar energy. So here the answer is supposed to be B. Because biomass, you can still plant trees. It is easy for them to be replaced. But fossil fuel, these are like coal, also natural gas. These are not, they take time to be made. And also they are easy to be used. They are easy to finish. But hydropower, you always have rain. It is easy to be replaced. Solar energy, it is also easy. You always have the sun all the time. So the correct answer is supposed to be B. Last question now. Question 20 on the multiple choice. The following diagrams shows radio signal transmission. There was the microphone, radio transmitter, transmission antenna, Here there were sounds here. Reception antenna, radio receiver. So the question was as follows: in what form are the signals at L, M, N, and the O? So what you need to understand, L, that's the audio. M, that's the electrical. N, that's the radio. Here, the radio. This is the radio here, N. And the O, here also is the audio. The correct answer is supposed to be A. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more lessons with the student, the Unza Graduate, you can subscribe to our channel for more videos. Grade 9 work and also grade 12 work. Even those that are writing GC grade 9, you can subscribe to our channel so that you can learn more with the Unza Graduate.